Be nothing that's an idol in your life, whether it's your wife, your music, your career, your kids. Nothing can be an idol, because the truth of the matter is, and it does suck to say this, but the truth of the matter is any of those things can be gone in an instant. My name is Jamie Pierce. I am 47 years old, and I've been an aspiring singer-songwriter since I was 19. And I work for a call center as a trainer right now. So my parents married, as you know, parents usually do, and then they divorced when I was 2. So broken family, typical, which was not a usual thing back in those days. So it was a rough school life too, but saw my mom once a year. She came down at usually my birthday or Christmas, and that was the way it was until I was my late teens. Skateboarding and hip hop were a huge thing in my high school days until like 95. The end of high school, I started getting more into like pop rock style of music. I saw a band called Jars of Clay and fell in love instantly. The reason why I fell in love with them at first was because of the hip hop beats they put in the music. So they had acoustic rock with hip hop beats. And they were heavily influenced by bands that I liked at the time, like PM Dawn and Heavy D and the Boys and stuff like that. And then from there, I saw them playing guitar in one of their videos. And in that moment, I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to play guitar. So I actually learned all of their songs by getting a friend's Spanish guitar and started learning to play guitar by playing all of their songs over and over again. Say within 6 months, I was playing in front of people with not in front of people, but like friends and stuff within 3 months. But within 6 months, I did my first kind of thing in the youth group. It sucked. It was, horrible, but it was my own song. It was an original song that I wrote. So I learned to play guitar, learned to write music, and then I got better and better. So I started working at a flower shop through a work orientation program that happened for students going from grade 8 into grade 9. During the day, I'm making these flower arrangements and obviously having conversations, and they talk to me about God and their faith. And eventually I started going to church with them. And then just over time, I came to look at my life and come from a broken home. Only saw my mom once a year, so I was really not getting the love that I needed at home. Was a rebellious kid even at home. One day after emotional conversation, realized that Jesus Christ had died on a cross and rose from the dead for me. It was kind of like, what the heck? That kind of sparked something in me, and I was emotional. I ran to the bathroom and I said, okay, God, if you're real, got on my knees, and I asked him into my life. And from that moment on, I've been living a life to try to honor him. At the time, wanting to move to Nashville because that's where Christian artists went, and I wanted to get into the Christian music industry because I knew that my music had to do with faith, and that's really hard in the mainstream industry. My ex at the time was like, yeah, she was a nurse, so I'll go down and we'll do the Emerge, and I'll work in the Emerge, and it'll be great. 6 months before we were about to get married, after we got engaged, she said she couldn't leave her family. Eventually, I believe there was moments where I definitely loved her, but I was really in love with the idea of marriage, the 2 kids, the white picket fence, the 2 cars, all the things that go along with that. I decided that I'm going to honor my promise to her, to commit to her, so I did. So I had to put music on the side for 16 years. I did it here and there, but it wasn't a main focus. I tried a little bit, but there wasn't the support that I needed to do it, so I didn't. I remember coming to the parking lot here at the church, and I took my guitar that I had at the time and I smashed it in 1,000 pieces on the parking lot, and I got on my knees. And I remember hearing clearly in my head, "Are you done yet? Have you got your pity party over? Did you think because you stuck your fingers up at the air at me I was going to disappear? I'm still here. I got you." And I was like, at that moment, I was like, really? I'm like basically telling you off right now, and you're like just like sarcastically telling me you're going to take it? That's the kind of God I serve. The music was not something that is over. I still had a story to tell. I still had a voice. And that passion reignited in me after the divorce. One of the songs that I'm doing right now, the one that I've been working on to finish, I've been starting the path of getting out there and doing it and making an album right now, and hopefully going to try and promote it and then see what happens from there. The thing that was amazing about it then was just taking my songs and adding other instruments to it, because I never had that before. And it's like, whoa. Because I always had it in my head of how the song would sound. So when I heard my song with like, ooh, there's electric guitar, there's bass, there's drums, like it was a whole like amazing thing. I loved that, creating that. It was like, I can do 10 takes of me singing the same one word just to get that pitch right. So it is beauty and frustration all in the same thing, and also tediousness as well as inspiration. Beautiful to do a cover of a band that you love, sit there and sing it and do it. But it is something on a whole other level to create something original, to hand it to someone, and for them to make it their own, like to sing lyrics back to you as you're singing it, or to have tears in their eyes after the song because it just hit them. So once the music starts releasing, which is for the next 3 months, but it'll be under the stage name Clay James. My TikTok right now is the only thing that I have that is open to the public. So God still has a purpose, and he still makes zigzags to get you on another path. And he's always got a next chapter for you.